We were all waiting for the halving to happen because that would make the Bitcoin price explode. However, what we've seen is the Bitcoin price has dropped down a good chunk, and we're actually seeing the prices right now around about $58,000. And bearishness is definitely the flavor of the week. It is in the air. We can smell it all around us. So what's the story with Bitcoin right now? Can it achieve higher price targets? I'm here to tell you that it can. Now, the road ahead is not a very simple one. But if we understand the background to this, then we will understand how the prices will move forwards. And that's what I'm here to tell you today. I've got a target of around $64,000 to $66,000. I think there's a good trade to be had when we get confirmation that the prices are moving in that direction. And that's what I'm going to show you in today's video. If you want to know about the bearish stuff though, a card will pop up after my intro credits at the top of this video with a link to my live show where I explain all of this in extreme detail, all the bearishness too, and an amazing story about supply side market share grabbing techniques in business. It's pretty much unmissable. But let's dive into this right now and I'll explain to you what I'm looking at with Bitcoin. Okay, completely clean chart here, daily time frame. This is a fresh technical analysis slate here for us. A quick reminder, by the way, people, I make these little clips for my show, the static videos, during my live shows. So you should tune into my live show and take part. You can see the chat happening up above my head right now. Okay, so this is the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, it might be a little bit kind of clearer to see that there was an area of consolidation inflection along the way when Bitcoin actually was on the rise up, just in this little zone right here. And I'm going to draw a box over that to make it a bit clearer for folks in this region. You can see just there. And if I now zoom back out to the big picture and see where the prices are currently and where they have been, you can see that they actually dipped down around about halfway into this phase from the past price action. Now, this is actually a good thing for Bitcoin, okay? We needed to see the prices coming down to some area where there had been a bit of order flow in the past. In this region, there will have been some, and it creates liquidity on the charts. When I draw a box on my charts like this, I tend to call them liquidity zones. And this is a liquidity zone that Bitcoin has come down to. What's positive about that is, well, that price always reaches towards liquidity. That's what price does, right? So price coming down here has an element of organic normalness to it, where it's reached for the liquidity that's here. Okay, there is a lot of bearishness that could actually ensue here, and I wanted to make it very clear before we go into the bullish positive story that if the prices do break down below 55,000 buckaroonies, that I'll actually be bearish on this to manage and risk something like at the top end of that zone with a target down at, first off, my first profit taking target at 49k, but actually from a kind of broad perspective, broad perspective, because I mean, let's be fair, I'd also be aiming towards 39, where we had this last area, but from a broad perspective towards 28. 28 being roughly where we can consider the kind of floor to be, roughly. But look, right, I'm here to make a positive Bitcoin video because I do think that there actually is a positive story. Now, my target for this is going to be up towards 66, right? Like I said, to $64,000. So from it's this actual area just here to here is where I'm aiming to. Okay, it's that's where I'm aiming to, and when I start to trade towards that is when prices actually kind of push up a bit further. But there's a general kind of rule, because this is a video going out to YouTube and you're like looking at, you're asking Rocky, come on, I need actual answers here. As a general kind of rule, I'm looking to manage my risk, like I said, at 55k. So if we drop down below 55k, I'm not that interested in this trade setup anymore, okay? Then the entry for it is going to be, with positivity around about the current prices, So it's 57, let's call it 57 grand. Okay, that's where my entry is. Now, I'm then aiming for a 7 grand move towards $64,000. And this kind of clean, basic trade setup is what people kind of mostly look for in terms of the theory for how to trade when they're looking at YouTube videos. But when it comes down to actually implementing this, it's quite difficult for people, and they typically lose money, despite the fact that this is the overall headline. And what I wanted to do here in today's video is to just talk for a second or two, just a couple of minutes, about the importance of having momentum on our side and looking for prices to push up higher. In order to, first, before entering a trade, in order to then capture the lower risk chunk of that trade, okay? Because getting at the absolute low might make you look cool to your friends and family and help your ego and everything. But actually, doing that all the time is more likely to damage your bank account than it is to help. So what you want to do is to have the lowest risk trade. And while it might not look the coolest, is less of a, hey, hold my beer type trade, it will pay you more, and being financially solvent and being able to grow your finances and to look towards a better, happier, more fulfilled future is actually cooler than flicking your collar, hold my beer, and trying to get a good entry. So the main thing for me here is to point out that taking out $60,000 is actually going to be one of the first signs in terms of price action that they've actually got a trade here which is working for us. Another thing which is going to help us in terms of this is once we've had price action help us. Price action is to look for an increase in volume. I've been saying that a lot in my videos recently, right? And we want to see an increase in volume along with this. That is going to help. Okay, so we want to see an increase in volume. But we also want to see an increase in momentum. And for us to be able to be more confident in our trade. And I'm going to do that by just adding on a simple indicator here, the RSI. Like I said, this is a completely clean chart. I'll use my own version of the RSI just because I've got these bullish and bearish control zones on here. And what I wanted to show people is that primarily why I would wait until the prices are above 60,000 is because we would also see and this is the 1 hour time frame here, we would also see the RSI into this area, which is obviously there's the bullish side of the RSI, right? This is the bearish side, and just taking out the 50, center line is a pretty good move momentum wise into the positive territory, which will reduce our risk and make it easier to capture some of that trade in a way that we spend less time stressed out and more time making money. And that's a kind of a good goal for traders. So I'll be looking to see this to give me that confirmation that that's what we're actually achieving. If we see prices actually, breaking down past this level to the lows, then we'll probably see the RSI going to make a new low. And that will be kind of, a bit of confirmation that things are quite negative at those lows. In terms of the RSI on the higher time frames, this is where it gets a bit more interesting, by the way. We're looking for it to break out of the bearish control zone, because that's what it's in right now. It's the bears that are in control. That's what you felt as a Bitcoin trader investor for the last wee while. So you want to see it breaking out of the bearish control zone, right? This is the 4 hour time frame. Now let's go to the 24 hour time frame, and you can see here that the same story exists, but we want it to not become bearish. So here we are today, and we're in the bearish control zone just now. And today, tomorrow, the next day, what we want to see happen is for this to get right out of this, get out of this bearish control zone. There's the daily time frame, the 24 hour time frame. And that could happen today, it could happen tomorrow, it could happen the next day. If it happened today, it would mean that it actually never went into it, possibly. which would be great in terms of the short-term momentum, in terms of like the 1 hour, in terms of like the 4 hour, in terms of busting out of the bearish control zone here, in terms of busting past the center line and moving up and maybe even making it into the bullish control zone. What we want to see happen is this to move outside of it, but it could happen over the next couple of days if things go a little bit sideways in this area. That's where we are with Bitcoin, right? I've explained here in this clip, I explained that if prices drop below 55, then I'm looking to short this thing down, and it could go way down, right? It could go way down. And you might think, what, the halving's just happened? That doesn't make any sense. There's this history of what happens around the halving and so on. I've explained that in my live show. The link should be at the top at some point in this video. Or you just click on my channel and you'll see the live video right from today. And I'll get bearish if I need to get bearish. Okay? I'll get bearish if I need to get bearish. I've been bearish from 66 down to 60 and around about this zone. Now I'm starting to think that there's a good opportunity to actually be short-term bullish and look towards 66. Now this has various implications, right? Various implications. There's a technique that I use on charts to give people a good idea about their about the context of the story here. And I'm just going to draw this in for you just now so you can see yourselves where I've got this sort of thing. I invented this technique, okay? And these are what you could call these is like volatility channels. And we're in, we've come down towards this low just now. If we push down past the 55k, I think it's quite clear that prices will move to 54. And actually, you can see here that it would go from like the chunks down the way would be 54 to 50 to 47 to 45 to 41. And that's kind of how this would happen. And it would look a bit like this kind of noise we've had before with volatility expressed within each one of these chunks, just like you can see it's happened in the past, okay? And if we see things moving up, however, right, we're going past this orange line, past 62,000, up towards the red line at 64, 65,000 and beyond. And actually, if prices are able to achieve that 66,000 area, the reason to take profit in there is because the last high is right here. This is the last high, and this is a different trade. The thing is that if the prices push past that point, then I would take a second trade and I would manage it with my risk being here, and I would look for things to go into all-time highs again. Like this is the next setup, which is what would happen next, right? So in this video, the brief takeaway is movements into the 60k area with momentum, or indeed 59 with momentum, or buying it here at 57 is fine so long as you manage your risk. You can aim towards a target of between 64 and 66. Let's call it 65, and then after the prices are able to then establish that they've become bullish again, then you'd be looking towards the next trade, as opposed to simply taking this trade from here all the way up, which you could do, blah, 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 but that's not the wise way to trade. And those are the three main trades that are on right now. By waiting for the price to push down past these lows, it's so difficult for the prices to make it back up that your bearish trade becomes so much more likely to be profitable. By waiting for prices to make it into this area where you can determine, the momentum, the volatility, and the sort of the price action itself, like I was saying, taking out this previous high just here, taking out this previous high, those things are super strong confirmations about move towards the top side. And waiting in the area of the lack of clarity for that to kind of resolve is the way that you become a profitable trader. And that's my mission here on this channel, is to make you into a profitable trader. I'm a profitable trader already, have been for years, and I get a lot of pleasure out of seeing other people have happy, successful lives. And we've got a rise and tide effect that happens as a group. So I would encourage you to join the channel. Here's a couple of videos of mine so that you can watch them, see a bit more about what I'm all about. Here's links to me and my brother's YouTube channel, so check those out. And I'll see you all again in the next video.